welcome. My name is Jacob, this is TradeHappy, and we're going to be going over the charts today. We're going to be reviewing some of the trades that we did the previous week. If you want to have a look at that analysis, I'll link it in the top corner. We've got 3 trades to go over, so let's hop over to the charts and I'll see you there. So we're on the charts now and we are on USDCAD. This is one of the trades that we had a look at last week. And in terms of trade management now, moving stop losses to break even, covering that, and basically once we hit this level here, the 0-0 level, we'll be taking 30% of the position off and riding it down to this level and eventually the symmetrical move. As you can see here, there was a relative bottom and I was expecting price to basically break this and possibly have a little retest and then we can come down again. So hopefully have a look at these lows here. So if we can break these lows again, then possibly moving stop losses around this area here and basically riding the price down whilst moving the stop loss down as well, whilst we break in lows. So that's what we've got on USDCAD. The next one is EURUSD. Very similar move, a short position, and we've had the move down. We're almost at that point where we're taking 30% of the position off. Stop loss has already moved to break even, and very similar trade management to the USDCAD trade. The next one is GBPUSD. We've actually just broken this low here, and this is where the Fibonacci would have been. So if I just mark that, oops, basically the low is here, and it's just taken out that low now. So stop loss at break even and 30% of the position off already. And we're basically sitting on 60% of the position left and waiting for the price to come down to this level here. That's what we've got in the last video. Again, if you want to go and have a look at that video, you can. It's linked in the top. I'll also link it in the below. So if you want to see the setups that I'm posting, you can. It's in the Discord community. Got a few traders in there now that are posting trading setups. If you want to join the community, it's in the link in the description. Come and say hi. So getting on to this week's analysis, we are on EURUSD, or EURUSD, sorry, and we seem to be in a bearish move right now just because of these candles right here. There might be a 70% retracement somewhere around here, yep. So if you were having a look at the charts, you could have seen this setup here and you would currently be in profit, which will move down. So you would have entered here and you wouldn't have moved your stop loss to break even yet, just because we haven't got like far enough away from your entry yet to actually move the stop loss. But once we start getting around this level here where this low is, you can have a look at entering or moving the stop loss, sorry, and taking off 30% of the position. So that's a trade that we're currently having a look at. Obviously you can't enter it now because it's late, so you could go onto a 15-minute or a 5-minute chart and see if you could enter a position next week on a short-term basis and just have a tighter stop loss. The next one is USDJPY. Looking shorts on here again. So Fibonacci high down to the low. So this could have been a trade that you entered. Obviously we're not there now. We've just come up to that position again. But due to the fact that we've already hit this level come up taking it and we've just gone past it again, I'm going to move the Fibonacci up to this one instead, and this would probably be a better entry for you. Or if you're not comfortable entering here, you could actually move it up to here or here, which lines up with these highs here. So if we just mark that on the chart, you could be looking for a sell position anywhere in this box, and you would be placing your stop loss at the high. But again, because you've got such a large range now, instead of the trade being this, now this, the take profit is much further. So if we're on the high, as in the high up here, the take profit's down here, but if you were to enter on this one, there's quite a large difference there of pips. There's actually 50 pips almost difference between this take profit and this take profit. So depending on what you want to do in terms of your trading, make sure that you're following your own trading plan and sticking to setup find. There's not a setup on USDJPY that I'm looking at personally, just because there's too many different highs that price could go to. So if we just have a look at this, there's a high here price could end up going to. There's another one here. Obviously we've just broken this one, so I would be expecting price to either reverse from here, but considering that we've broken this, I'm expecting price to come up to this high and test this high here, and then if we break that one, looking at this high. But then we've also got some up here, so there's lots of levels that price could go to next week. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on the actual highs of the market, and when it breaks, having a look at the next high. So the next one is GBPUSD. We've had a really large move on GBPUSD here. If you caught that, there was actually a setup on 15-minute. If we go this low here up to this high, you would have entered here, take profit at this move, and stop loss at that low. So yeah, that would have been a nice trade if you managed to catch it. You would have been out of that trade now completely. But yeah, that seemed like a really nice move last week. And there's not too much that I'm having to look at just because of the moves that we did get last week. I'd be wanting to see maybe a low here, around here, so we take a little buy around this and possibly take out these highs. But we'll see what happens next week. GBPUSD is one to keep an eye on. So in terms of AUDUSD, there could be a setup on here. Yeah, so you would have been in this trade, you would have been losing at the moment, or in unrealized losses, say, and your stop loss would not have been hit yet, and hopefully you haven't exited that trade too early. But again, that is quite a large take profit in terms of pips. Normally I wouldn't be looking for this size, 330 pips. That is a massive move for my type of trading. But if that's a trade that you would be looking at, that is something that could be applied, because obviously the Fibonacci retracements you can trade on any time frame. So if that is something that you are looking at, then post it into the Discord and we can have a look at the analysis together. It's always good to hear other traders' perspective on the markets. So remember to join the community and those setups. So USDCHF, there's not too much on this, to be honest. I don't normally trade USDCHF, but you could be in a buy right now. Yeah, it's a very nice entry. But again, it is quite a large stop loss. No, take profit, sorry. 220 pips. But you are in profit, so that's always nice, but you're not in profit too much. So once the trade starts to come up here, you could look to move your stop loss to entry and take a third position out. And the final one is NZD/USD. So there seems to be a move higher, but depending on whether you want to go against the short-term trend. And in terms of a short-term trend, this is what I'm on about, this section. There is obviously the longer-term trend, is this one. There's a few trading setups that you could take, but in terms of an actual trade, there could be one at this level, the high. If you're looking to, it's obviously trading reversals, and if you're on the higher time frame looking at the charts on the 30th of April, that could have been a really nice entry there, where you would be short. And you've got a giant stop loss of over 800 pips, and you would be looking to take the market down here, which is over 1,000 pips. Obviously that is a position trade. That's not a normal trade that most retail traders are going to be taking, but if you are looking at that, that could be a trade that you could take, or you could take a shorter term trade from this high and down to this low, and you would be into short right now here. You would currently be in a loss, but that doesn't really matter, because trading with the Fibonacci that I trade, you are expected to go into loss some of the time. Sometimes you will get a turn on dime like this, but some of the time as well, you will just get some choppiness around that level, and then you'll get a move lower. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today. If you did, remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the Discord community, and I'll see you in the next video.